up to the sunrise, let the day begin. Johnny and Mark are here, let the laughter in. With every sip of coffee, feel the warmth inside. Conversations and humor take you for a ride. Your morning boost with Johnny and Mark, a perfect blend of laughter, igniting the spark, inspiration and insight. Join the journey, let them light your way. It's a brew of connection, a world to explore, a network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two, a morning tradition just waiting for you. As the day unfolds, carry what you've heard, inspire and inform with every single word. Johnny and Mark beside you as you start a new day, the morning show that lifts you through and through. A network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two, a morning tradition just waiting for you.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana.
I got my coffee, I got my dollars, and I'm looking for deals. Am I at the right place?
I say, here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
Bless you, my child. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sister Mary Agnes. You may have heard about me from my friend Cajun Roots reseller, Johnny. I met Johnny many years ago when he was purchasing furniture from Frankie and Johnny's in Louisiana. They were not going to give him credit, and I vouched for him. I said, let him have it with no problem. He's got the dollars. See the special man.
Let him have it with no problem.
Johnny understand. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. I say,
I'm Johnny's Don't Girl. I'm here to say subscribe, hit the bell, not my belly button, and share out his shows. Always give him a thumbs up. You can even become a member. Buy him a coffee and follow his other channels like the cooking shows, my favorites, his fur babies, and more. Leave a comment. And when you watch a video, you're showing him your support.
Hi, I was looking for some jewelry. I'm going to be getting married soon. No, I don't have any credit.
Well, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, if you own a fixed income, even if it's on a sale in the Cajun Roots Reseller eBay store, guess what? Send an offer. We'll let you have it with no problem.
Johnny has many auctions, chat shows, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and best is Monday night bingo, where it's all free and you can win prizes. All are welcome, but there's no drama or negativity tolerated on any of his channels. Now go, child, with my blessings. Watch Cajun Roots Reseller. Love always. Be kind to one another and have a blessed day.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem, see the special man.
see the special man.
You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Cajun Roots, Johnny understands.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hump day. How's everybody doing this morning? First in the chat was Marlene. And welcome. And Regina, hello, good morning and welcome. And hope you're having a great day as well. And Claudette,
Michael,
hello, good morning and welcome. And little Debbie, hello, good morning and
Claudette.
welcome. And yes, today is Hump Day auction at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jennifer, don't go back to sleep. Stay with us a little longer. Good morning. And then we got Angie. Hello, good morning and welcome, Angie. How
Good
are
morning,
you doing?
Angie.
Good to see you. Welcome. We had a great show yesterday for the Friends and Family Community Sale. I want to thank each and every one of y'all who came out and supported all those on the panel yesterday. And yeah, it was a great show. And Mark, how are you doing this morning?
You know what? I'm going to live, I think.
Thank you, Jesus.
It's possible.
Yes, it sure is. So hopefully everybody's having a great day. I know that weather's coming our way. It's supposed to start tonight and all day tomorrow. There's even a couple little spots in Vermont. No, in New Hampshire and in Vermont. No, New Hampshire and New Hampshire and Vermont's going to get snow, and part of Mass in the top corner. So yeah, with all
Wow.
that weather coming, they're going to get snow. So
Hmm.
it's coming. Yeah, it's supposed to get a lot of wind with
For
it. But
May.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know that's what it
I've
is.
seen it snow in May here. So,
So we haven't had snow here in May, but we've had it at the end of April before. So yeah. Well, today we have our Hump Day auction, and then next week I will be on with Mullywood Squares on the 29th, and that is at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They did move it up an hour, so that'll be at 6 o'clock next Thursday. Now, this weekend, I wanted to mention I saw that Susanna's birthday is this Saturday coming. So if y'all see her, don't forget to tell her happy birthday. It's going to be her birthday this Saturday. Edna, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing today? What do you
good
got going
morning.
on this week, Mark?
Let's see. Jen and I are going to be at it at 11 to 1 today on Janit's channel. Uh, Tomorrow evening, uh, we're going to be on Tooch's. Michael and I will be on Tooch's class. And then Sunday, we have Aaron Proctor, the ephemera guy, and Tooch Man as our guest.
I got to ask Tooch about that because I didn't see him on the calendar and I need to update his information.
Well, I could be wrong, but when he asked me, I wrote it down.
Yeah, because I thought it was
But
the last Thursday of the month when he does that.
um,
I don't even have him on the last Thursday either.
well, it could be me, but that's what I'm planning, okay?
I'll send him a message and get him to.
Because we know this week I have not been real good about when we went to Lawrence a
Yeah,
month
no.
ago.
Well, everybody, as y'all know, we do have this new segment in the morning show, and let's go ahead and get started with that. That's right. We've been doing a lot of what it's never too late to. And today's it's never too late to change and make changes in your life or your business. I want to emphasize that regardless of your age and your current circumstances, it is always possible to initiate positive changes in your life. Adopting to your health habits or shifting perspective can help you immediately and significantly improve your benefits. Similar in the business, it's never too late to improve your system, data management, or even the strategies to enhance your success and reduce negative impacts. The core message is one of the empowerments and that it can continuously potentially for potential growth and improvement, encouraging individuals and or organizations to act whenever the need arises. So, in other words, it's never too late to improve in your business, to make things run smoothly, or even health things in your life. It doesn't matter what your age is. Like for me, in my instance, back in 6 years ago, I knew that I needed to make changes in my life, and that big thing was to start losing weight. I was on so much medication, and my blood pressure was high. My sugar level was always high, and I was hitting 330 pounds. It was time to move
Wow.
it the other way. And so that's just a little example for that. And so, what is some of the things that you have either done or thought about doing to change either in your lifestyle or your business? Mark,
Oh, let's see. Well,
hello, Sharon.
I
Good
do a very
morning.
good job of staying away from negativity,
Awesome.
I believe. Um,
Good morning, Greg.
hey, Craig. Um, always have an open mind about somebody. Well, this goes back a little way. If somebody has a better way to do it, at least listen to them, and you can adapt that to your circumstances. Just because they're doing it that way doesn't mean you have to.
Exactly. Yep. And one of the things too, when I was first starting with even YouTube, um, a lot of times we try to compare ourselves to someone else, and that you should never do. It
No,
depends on how long they were doing something before you started, especially when it comes to YouTube. Now, it's not wrong to listen to what they're doing or what's improving in their YouTube channel. That if you want to include that in yours and implement those type of changes with you, then that's okay. But don't compare yourself to someone else because it's not going to help you in the long run. Now, it's okay. Like for example, I do things one way. Mark may do something a different way. But if you take a little bit of everything that somebody is doing differently and apply it into your daily life, and you kind of tweak it a little bit to where it works for you, then go for it. There's nothing wrong with that.
absolutely.
Uh, you don't
Don't
get
don't get offended when
absolutely.
somebody gives you advice.
And that's a good
True.
one, Claudette, because one of the things too, I always say this, and I am really strong about this, is again, there's some people who give you criticism that's just negative. They don't care how they say it because it's not what you say, but how you say it. But I do have some people who have sent me comments and suggestions, and I look at it as constructive criticism, depending on who they're coming from, or depending on how they word it. But a lot of times that constructive criticism can help you improve when you're not realizing that something's wrong, where you think it's always right. And at least listen to it and maybe analyze it, so to say, because it can
Hmm.
improve your way of doing things by just you tweaking whatever it is that you have that's going wrong by someone giving those constructive criticism. And that is something you always need to keep an open mind with and evaluate what is being said. I can't stand the grade school cat. Yeah, no, that's over with. Yeah, I agree with you, Claudette.
Yeah.
And it's good ideas because again, if it works for me or it works for Mark, it may not work for you. But again, at least try it and see what does work for you. Like I'll never forget my grandma used to always say this, and I don't do it, but you always throw spaghetti at the wall to see if it's cooked. I don't believe in that, but yeah, something like that. Let's see. I love it when people give me an idea. Good morning, Ashley. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. So, what are some of the things with those in the chat? What are some of the things that you have tried to improve on that may not have worked at the beginning, but then you worked on it to correct it and get it to work for you? Out of curiosity. John, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to
John.
see you. And Jennifer's dropping those links in the chat. Don't forget to set your reminders. So, has anything that you have done to improve either in your life, living health, or in your business that you would like to share? Something that you have changed that worked.
So starting this, what, almost 4 years ago, I
Hmm.
didn't have a clue what I was doing. Not a clue.
Yeah.
And instead of, if I made a mistake, you have to look at it like, okay, what did I learn from this?
Yep.
Instead of, oh, poor pitiful me, I'm just a Nimrod. You can't go beating up on yourself. It's like, what did you learn from it?
Yeah. Exactly.
My
And,
my 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 grandkids absolutely hate it when I ask that question. Why would
and a
you
lot of
just
times
all?
too, we're our own critics.
Yep.
I hear a lot of people say they never go back and look at their first videos. Well, I do. I did for a long time because I wanted to see, again, now that I've done it for a while,
Oh,
I go back and see, what did I do wrong? Why did I even do that? You know, I can't believe I even did that or I said that. But one of the things you want to learn when, especially when you're doing a live, laugh at your mistakes. It's okay because if you making mistakes, you're human. But it's what you learn from them and not do them again. Robin, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Speak up a little, Mark. Yeah, Mark's a little volume is a little low. But yeah, you want to improve on it by changing anything that you can to improve on any mistakes you may have. Yeah, I think it's his volume because usually he's louder than that.
well,
He's not
let's
feeling
look
well
at it.
either. He
All
had a
right.
rough night. He's okay. I think it sounds a little bit louder.
You think it sounds a little bit louder?
Yes, it sounds louder.
Okay.
Michael says, if we were perfect, we couldn't afford couldn't afford me. Michael. Yeah, we know that, Craig. Ha! That's a true statement. Little Debbie was asking earlier about a link you gave her in one of her short videos. She can't find it, Craig.
Yeah,
So
Craig, where's this link at? Because Jennifer couldn't find it either.
that's right, Craig. So, what are some of the things that you have done that you're looking to either improve or that you change to make it work better for you? Good morning, Anne Marie. How are
Good
you
morning.
doing? Good to see you. Welcome. You see, for me, I know when I first started, I was, and again, yes, I was nervous. Everybody goes through that when you first start. If you ever go back and watch my very first video, I was reading off of a piece of paper, and you can tell. But one of the things that I have to say is, from learning from that, the more you are repetitious about what you're doing, consistency, uh, it'll get better for you. I guarantee you. Or as Justin Wilson says, I guarantee. I think he is quiet because Victoria is louder on her. Yeah, probably so. You're right about that one, Craig. No matter where. Debbie, what link? Kool Aid. Oh, that Kool Aid link. He dropped that in the chat yesterday. Talking about that was my new intro. On Facebook. Okay, it was sent on Facebook, evidently. When I sell, a Coors bag, now I include the series number. Awesome. That's a good one. Yeah, one of the things too that I've learned from beginning when I first started too is I'm very, I guess, because I'm a perfectionist when it comes to things like that with pictures for listings. When I first started, I couldn't believe on the listings that I started with how bad the pictures were. But for me, I improved on trying to do better pictures, more lighting. In the descriptions, I always put things like, "Here's Johnny." It was funny, Justin Wilson. Yeah, he was funny. I used to love watch. I still watch him on YouTube actually because they still play it on YouTube.
And so I do watch it on Saturdays sometimes where I'm watching some of the cooking things that he does. And they got a whole channel just with Justin Wilson, and I love it. The Kool Aid Craig, is that the one you're talking about? A little Debbie. Yeah, he was really, I really enjoyed it. Even when I was growing up, I used to love watching him. Little Debbie, are you talking about that link with the Kool Aid guy that Craig dropped yesterday in the chat? Yes, that's the one she wants to see, Craig. Little Debbie, Jennifer said, "Do you want it?" And she said, "Yeah." So, anywho, um, Kevin, hello, good morning, and
Good
welcome. And
morning,
how are
Kevin.
you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. So, is there anything you've changed or learned as long as you either been doing YouTube or reselling or just things in general? Andrew says, one of the things I've done is better pictures in my listings, put measurements, keep better records for taxes. Oh, that's all good there. Be
Yeah, it
consistent
is.
with things.
Consistency is the
Yeah, and
key
again,
word
if you do
there.
change something, I would, and this is the way I've learned to do that for myself, is I may change something very small or adjust something to where it works better for me. But a lot of times, if we do too much at one time, then it kind of throws that wrench in it. But yeah, I like that. I do that as well, especially when it comes to like jewelry or handbags and things like that. I'll make sure to put measurements and make sure if there's any flaws, I'll make sure to put that as well. I didn't go looking for that. It just showed up in my Facebook feed. Thought it was funny. Yeah, it was. Renee, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Just to let you all know, Canada posted strike is coming May 23rd. I saw the notification. I still get it in my eBay. I had a sale on a Bonanza last night, and every time you go to do anything with a label, that notification's coming up. So yeah, it'll be the 23rd. They're going on strike, which is this Friday. So
Yep.
be on the lookout for that. They're going on strike. The Canadian Postal Service. You're getting notifications even in PayPal. And you're getting it in pirate ship, and it's a big old mark letting you know the May 23rd they're going on strike, and it may affect packages going in and out of Canada. I'm not sure, Jennifer, but they have been promoting it for a couple of about a week or two now. The thing I've learned is I'm old and cranky. Don't make content on my channel.
Michael, you're not old.
No, you're not.
A young man.
Yeah, I saw that on my, and I'm still getting the notifications. I did see that yesterday, even when I went on Powered Ship to do some labels yesterday on Powered Ship. I noticed that they're still letting us know that it may affect your shipping. So was it Monday? No, it was yesterday morning. Something went to Canada, and then I had something on eBay go to Canada, and of course they tell you about that. So yeah, they're going on strike on the 23rd. They even talked about it on the news. But so make sure you check into that and make sure you keep up on that. So Mark, what are some of the things you have changed that helps you do things better either in your life or in your business? Which is today's it's never too late to change.
Well, I live with perfection, so I strive for that every day. Sorry.
Wait, what's this? Doing good here. Finally have a new hip surgery date for June the 4th. Oh, okay. Well, definitely keeping our thoughts and prayers, Renee.
Yeah.
Hope that everything goes well for you. I do some selling on Marketplace, so it's local pickup. I don't want to worry about the strike. Yeah. I got a notification this morning about Facebook monetization, which I didn't even realize I had a few already on there on Reels. Is anybody in our community receiving monetization on Facebook for your Reels, short videos style? I just heard about it this morning. I'm looking up to see what is it you got to what requirements you need to be monetized. That, that was a thing on
See,
Facebook,
I just get on Facebook long enough to see what everybody else is doing and get off.
Michael. Statement, right?
Yep.
So is anybody having anything special going on today
Well, you have
while
your
we get that? I'm gonna drop some links. Go ahead, Mark.
well, you got your hump day auction coming up.
Yep.
Oh, Craig says think you have to have 10K followers to on FB to get monetized, but they pay much better than YouTube, I hear.
I'm far from that. I don't even have 1,000 followers yet.
Oh, I don't even know.
Right. There's
Renee says I've changed my
see.
eating a lot after not being able to have dairy for like 30 years. Discovered I can have raw dairy. Hmm. Well,
Here's the link if anybody
apparently
would like. Up.
apparently 55 is or 65. I used to drink a gallon of milk a week. I can't do it.
I
I'm
think you have 10,000 followers on Facebook to get monetized, but they pay much better than YouTube. I hear. Okay. I have changed my eating habit a lot. That I can have for really. Hmm. That's interesting. I don't
I
think that
remember being a
10,000.
kid and mom bringing home raw milk. Oh, God, that was wonderful.
Yeah, maybe 50. Now I'll make yogurt or cheese. You still do stuff you've been. I'll change it. I have learned that.
Oh, we lost Johnny. So I'll finish that. While change is good, I've learned that consistency is key. Resellers who keep changing what they sell, the times they sell, canceling shows, changing their names, etc., can be annoying to buyers. That's true, Angie. Pick and pick a time and stick with it. Um, that's something that I was struggled with when I started when we started the show. Excuse me. I lost him. I don't know where he's at home. Um, there he is. He's coming back.
That was weird. My internet reset. Notification. My internet was. Right, where was I at? What changes? Cancel shows, changing their names. That could, and that is hard to follow when somebody. I've seen that a lot.
Yeah, you pick it. You pick a time. There's so many reseller channels, and I know that Johnny and I had this discussion too. You know, when we first started, and we lost him again. Oh,
All right, I don't understand what's going on here. In the area
neither do I.
again. Raw dairy has been still killed. Wow, I didn't know that.
Mm. Yeah, Renee, that is a wonderful, wonderful memory. That cream off the top of it. Mm. Yeah. Well, I knew that the
I didn't
enzymes are
know that.
still.
Okay. So, Michael, but I think what she was talking about though is when people cancel Right here, it's when they change is good, but learn consistency is a key. Resellers who keep changing they sell. Times canceling shows, changing their name. I think what she's mainly talking about is the part of where people are canceling and are changing, even though, and it's not to me. This is my opinion. It's not wrong that things. Now, I know there's some people who strictly do glass. Some do maybe strictly jewelry. But it's good to bring a variety because you never know who's in the chat that's looking for particular items. So for me, the thing about change, but I agree with you in the whatever it does get annoying, especially when you're trying to. Yes, they got some coming up. Actually, what Mark and them had is coming our way. It's supposed to be cloudy all day. I was just joking, Johnny. I've done it all. This like, and that's okay. I know one of the people that I know in our community. That's even from amazing on how many people change their names so many times to forget what channel they're on, and that's not good if you're trying to build an audience. Hurt you more than help you. True, Michael, but it's hard to get people in starting to go live and other people are on. Yeah. Ollie, yep. For now. Making everything homemade. Awesome.
That's the only way.
Yeah. Um, like Michael said again, it's serious. A lot of people, no one has a set time slot, but when you're scheduling a show, then and then you constantly either canceling or moving or changing. Understand when you first start out, you want to change to see what is best for you, what's your fit for your channel or what you're doing. That's okay at the beginning, but remember, once you have that set place, just keep doing it. Being consistent, being able to go on. So you can be on 3 days a week, be on those 3 days a week. If you say you're going to be on at a certain time, do it on. Now, for me, I always make sure ahead of time something new coming up or a change of time. Sure to tell everybody at least. I try to make sure to do it at least. Some people one day not in your show there. So you want to make sure if you do plan on doing something, make sure you let everyone know and bring it to their awareness. Um,
Flip flops and lollipops. Good morning.
Okay, that's where I was at. Ellen, hello, good morning and
Good
welcome. And
morning,
how are you?
Ellen.
Harmony for everyone. Aw. Good morning, flip flops and long. Good. Yes, it is good to bring a variety, but when they specific product they can't. They, example, if they're advertising glass shows, but then they only show two pieces. Because of the fact that some people do a premiere or sneak peek or preview of what they bring into a show. That I agree with you. If somebody sees it and they're looking for that one particular item they see in that little preview and they don't bring it. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I think we're having internet issues up here, and I just had it all redone yesterday because they did a major in our area uh, for today, including Hump Day. Show chat. And I do the same thing. I don't say you don't exactly. Well, like yesterday, I was on the app trying to get my internet redone because I was having issues with my internet where I couldn't get on. Well, then I found out that last week, starting Thursday, they did an upgrade to here in our area, but they didn't upgrade the jump box that's connected to our modem. So therefore, it wasn't connecting and reading. So we had to get that reset yesterday while I was on the service with them as well. That is aggravating, but I still made it on time for the show. I was 4 minutes late, but it still happened. Boy, was I aggravated. It was the Only way, and so many people say that they can't afford to eat healthy, but I don't get it. It's a lot of junk food no more either. I think it's the weather we're getting. I am working on getting all my perspectives in my life. I made some soup. Well, that is awesome, Renee. Congratulations on doing
Cool.
that. Ran into an issue with a seller. I have updated my information 3 times with them. They refuse to change my address. Do I stop ordering from them? Or I would recommend you email them and tell them if I can't get my address updated like I've given you, then I'll send them a no. That's what I would do. 40 pounds since making everything in from scratch. Awesome, Renee. Congrats. It's a job. It change when you do that. Brad does his morning too.
And
It's awesome.
I know how to can.
Well, you've come a long way, Renee. That is awesome. I know when I first, and if I'm not mistaken, I think the very first video I ever watched was about horses. I think it was your white horse. I think you had a white horse in your video that I first saw, if I remember correctly. Do you still have your horses? If you're the one I'm thinking of with those videos. Notification noticed yesterday, but I did went into the send subscription button again. And sometimes if you're not getting notification, also videos Saturday, some days depending on how busy I am, I will do them on Sunday mornings. You can go through and set your notifications, even though you may have your notifications turned on for all. You can go into the pre-uploaded videos for the week and set your notifications so that 30-minute notification as well. Help you. It doesn't benefit them to not change the address. Yeah, that don't make. I've updated their job form and sent 2 emails. The packaging they are going to is likely to be returned. I held off paying in order to get them to update. Need to change to PayPal their information. I had somebody the other day sent me an email saying, "Look, I need you to update my information." They updated their job form, put it, and I write in. I have my colored ink pens. I make sure I write it in red. Go to you and update your information for their address. That way, when it comes time for me to do. Let's see. Hello, good morning, and welcome, Carol. How are you doing? Good to see you, Carol. Have you rooms filled?
You cut out, Johnny.
Oh, I see that. I don't know what's going on. I know you're freezing up on your end too. On my side, I see you freezing up. Sometimes I
Really?
do miss the city. I really don't. Tina, hello, good morning, and welcome. I'm freezing completely now. There we go. Lose weight when you can barely walk. Okay, I didn't know that, Renee. Yeah, your birthday is coming up last month, Tuesday, 12th. Don't tell me you're pregnant, girl.
Do I need to be
Right.
worried, Carolyn?
You were right on top of it, Johnny.
Carol?
And a date, and that's one thing I do. If you send me or you update your jot form, and you tell, I write it in red on my paper and saying, look, make sure you update the and I make a little note saying update email, update, and I do it immediately. Either it's in PowerTip or in PayPal. It's just me. That's good business.
Well,
Jeffrey,
good
hello,
morning,
good morning, and
Jeffrey.
welcome.
You
How are you
sleep in
doing?
today?
Just yeah, all this yesterday and redone. I watched a video this morning for the first time this week, I guess. I guess it's, I don't know how it works, but $20 to park, and some of the booths are booth. Flower, hello, good morning and welcome. Yep, it was on the 12th. It's on the calendar. Susie, hello, good morning. And how are you? Oh, wow,
Morning,
must be
Susie.
nice. What are you doing, Miss Tina? Yes, two canes. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear you're gonna have a surgery in June. That's great news for you. Sure, my internet's still connected. Look, when I watched this morning, over a mile long on both sides of the highway, you have to park on one end, park, and there was a couple of booths where the people were saying, "Well, I'm not gonna open till it's $5 to come in." I don't think so. Not when I'm paying $20 to park and I'm gonna buy stuff.
Was that Brimfield you were talking about?
Field flea market is what they call it. They call it. Um, was it last year? They do times a year. Jeffrey made a comment about that last year. I think it was. I wonder how long they do run. I think it's. They said it was 3 times a year.
Hmm.
Brim 2 days ago. So yeah, but they're having a lot of. They're gonna have a lot of rain and all too. They said it's always bad when it rains. I ain't going through all that madness. Not me. Uh-uh. Nope. Harry. Oh, thank you, Susie. Wow, Jeffrey. Sorry to hear that. Definitely. I'm gonna defibrillator. Wow. I'm sorry, Jennifer. I had to reset everything yesterday, and it was fine before. I'm sorry, but we have some weather coming through. I am hardwired in. After the show, I'll go ahead and reset again, but hopefully it doesn't hurt. Nothing's going wrong.
Did you change the blinker fluid?
I'm sorry, but usually I don't have that problem. Internet cable. That's his third surgery date.
Wow, Renee.
Wow. Brew. Change your oil. I don't know what to, because I'm still connected in the hot wire. Hardwired. I don't know why I say hot wired. Hardwired in. Well, sorry to hear that, Jeffrey. They're not doing good in their baseball season, are they?
They tied last night, 2-2.
They didn't go into overtime? But Jeffrey getting all them balls. Yeah, you'll probably feel a lot. That's true. But hopefully they get to do it this for you. Jennifer says, I'm so happy since I had my hips replaced. Wow. I didn't know that, Jennifer. Then do my surgery at the hospital of the year. Oh wow.
Hmm.
Use robotics. Two more hip lies. Uh oh. Knees or necks? Wow. I need to see how yesterday virtual shopkeeper Dee Dee went in for her surgery for I believe it
For her
was a
shoulder.
rotary
Yeah.
rotary cup. I haven't heard from her yet.
And Daisy's creation, she went through her surgery. She's in uh,
Yeah, she started rehab
phys-
Monday,
physical therapy.
this past Monday. Yeah, we have 2 hour time limit to play baseball. It's hard to be lower after 2 hours. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Wow. I was modding from my recovery room. See, I remember you that happening, but I didn't know that's what you had. That surgery. I remember when you were talking about modding from your hospital bed, but I didn't know that's what surgery you had. I remember it. I remember that happening, but I didn't know that's what it was for.
Hmm.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, I remember that, Jennifer. But I didn't know it was without the hip replacement.
That's because Jennifer is a woman. WOMAN.
Yeah, she was doing it from her bed. I remember that. Well, good morning, thrifty pickers. How are y'all doing? Good to see you. How have you been? Long time no see. Welcome back. Wait a minute. Is that
We're
Amber? Amber, you changed your screen name, your channel name? Because when I go to your channel, that's you. Her new channel. Okay, and I'm still subscribed, so that's how I knew you changed it. Well, now I know. Yes, she did. No, you're good, Renee. No, that's good. We want to make sure you're okay. Don't be sorry. Cheryl, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Why am my dog's barking? Who's in the front?
That's true, Michael.
Yes, she did. Sorry. No, Renee, you're good. Oh, the post office. I knew my dogs were barking for a reason. The mailman's dropping off a package at my door. Johnny, I have a lot to tell you. Uh oh. Uh No, Mark, Jennifer is a Wonder Woman. Yeah, she is a Wonder Woman. You right about that.
Yep, she is.
Wow, I don't remember that. Well, no, Renee, don't feel sorry for that. We are here to hear.
No, Renee,
No.
it's better to get the information directly from the person that it's going to.
Yep.
I mean, here just a couple of weeks ago, um, we found out that we lost one of our buyers, and she did pass away. No, she had just purchased from me like 2 days before that.
Right.
So,
And Tina, that's so true. They'll hear somebody driving up in the drive. I know they're near it before my camera goes off. Yeah, they are. Tina, yes, our house internet was out, so I had to use the truck internet on Aiden's channel. Okay. Who was that passed away? You had, yeah.
oh my, I can remember the last name Small. Zoe Small.
I don't recognize that name. Dylan, she was in your auction channel, huh?
She has been. I don't know. Yeah, Angie. Angie's got it.
I
You
don't
know,
know.
there were several several of us that had. We saved boxes. We let them build boxes, and Zoe was one of them. And yeah, it was just sad. I saw that, Michael. They got Baxter's ashes back from the vet yesterday.
Thank you. I completely lost
She was in Jen's. She was in ours. What?
You know, I'm gonna have to ask on that one, Renee. You might want to ask Ella. It's with Ella. I haven't seen her in a while either. I forgot. Was that her channel name, Jules? I'm trying to remember what was her-
Yes, she was, Angie. I'm gonna go warm up my coffee. I will be back.
All right. I saw her channel. I don't remember now. But yeah, I remember Jules, but I don't remember. I haven't seen her in a while. Oh, with Alexa, Ella. We just got back to from Banfield yesterday. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Michael. I think so. That would be. I'm gonna have to go back and check out some of the videos then. This has been gone for a while. I didn't know she passed away. When did she pass away? From sharing, they arrived but returned address was Kim. That name sounds familiar. No, that one lives in PA. Oh, Carol. Nope. The one that's in our chats, she's Pennsylvania. So that's not the same Kim. I don't know what happened to her. What was her channel name? I think I asked Ella a long time ago. But again, does anyone know why Zoe passed? I don't know if that's Michael.
No.
Michael, no.
Um, somebody looked her name up, found her obituary.
Person that you're talking about, Carol, she lives in. Moving up. Yeah, Ella's going to be moving closer to Victoria.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true. Well, the last time I remember her, she did come on one of my shows for a guest, but that's been a couple of years ago. I know she was having some health issues, but she was also going through someone in her family she was taking care of. That's the last time I remember her. I think she's on Facebook though. I don't remember seeing her on Facebook. I don't remember. From what I understand, she's about 30 to 45 minutes where she's going to live away from Victoria. From what I understand.
That's what I
Is
understood
that
too.
correctly? But she's living in a place where it's going to be about 30 to 45 minutes away from Victoria. Yeah, because I remember y'all did up with Ella. I think y'all did a meetup together. I sent her a message, no reply. Okay, yeah. I remember y'all did a video where y'all went to dinner. Well, everyone is getting that time. My numbers are going down. And I want to go ahead and reset my internet before 1 o'clock to see if that is today up in Jacksonville. Yeah, it's going to be somewhere in Jacksonville. Is I think she said August? Packing.
August 1st, I believe, is what she told us.
And Nikki is about 50 minutes from you. Be more closer together, your area. Don't forget today at 10:30 is the East Coast resellers. There's Jennifer just dropped. Don't forget we do come back on at 1 o'clock for the Hump Day auction. Mark goes live with
Janine's at 11 Eastern until 1.
if you want to come to the chat, and if anybody else would like to come on after, you're more than welcome. Again, don't forget we back on again at 1. So as I say before I end each and every show, love always, love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. And until we meet again, later. Peace out, and y'all come back. Now you hear?
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all.